This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Welcome to our show, Heartbeat Live. I'm your host, Ray Rosa. We'll be together for almost an hour. Pag-usapan natin mga bagay na mahalaga dito sa ating bansa. Alam po nyo, sa gabing ito, medyo naiibang ating takbo. Sapagkat inanyayahan namin dito ang isang tao na aking ginagalang. Matagal ko nang kilala ito. At sa aking tingin, opinion ko lang naman, of course, you can differ. Ang tingin ko dito, he is fitting to be in the Senate. But that's a personal opinion of mine, no? So, I thought I'd invite him to ask him, ano ba talaga ang plano mo? Ano ba nangyari doon sa threat ng COMELEC na i-disqualify ka daw? Or ano? Ano ba ito? Meron bang batayan yan? May base ba yan o wala? Na hindi ka daw nag-file ng reports mo dito at doon. What's the truth, and are you still determined to make a go of it? Wala, ito po nga pala, hindi ko napapakilala sa inyo. Ang pangalan nga pala ng aking guest dito ay si former Senator Sergio Osmeña III.
Yes.
Isang biktima ng martial law yan. Huwag niyong kalimutan. So, naintindihan na niya hanggang sila yung nakawala. At nakapunta through Hong Kong, Japan, to LA, di ba?
Yeah.
At, pero, 4 na taong ka na nakulong.
5.
5 na ba? At
4 years, 10 months, and 3 days.
Wow, ayun. 4 years, 10 months, and 3 days. Hindi pinayagang kausapin ng sino mang abogado. Kinulong sila ng walang charge. Until eventually, gumawa sila ng charge. Unang charge ata sa inyo, conspiring to kill Marcos, no?
Well, there was no
At least
charge.
yun ang sinasabi.
Yeah, no. There was no charge for 2 years. So we went on a hunger strike. When we went on hunger strike, they said, "Oh, we have charges against you. It's conspiring to kill Marcos." I said, "Okay, so take me to trial because I've been here. You allowed me to see a lawyer. You don't give me trial, and you don't give me any charges." So on the second day of the hunger strike, they included my name in the charge sheet. Okay, okay. I said, "Okay, you take me to trial." No, we will not take you to trial. We will reinvestigate the case. So
But
the
how can you charge
the
me?
reinvestigation took 2 years. And then after that, they said, rebellion. We will charge them with rebellion. I said, rebellion is a political crime. Why didn't you charge me with murder? No, they cannot charge you with murder. They
Walang
charge you with
ebidensya.
rebellion. Yeah. So umis ka po lang kami.
Umis ka po na lang. Alam mo, meron akong tatanong sa iyo. I hope na huwag ka magagalit dito tatanong ko sa iyo. Meron kasing mga iba na akala nila magaling sila dito sa bansa at alam nila ang lahat, no? Sinasabi, pinabayaan ni Marcos yan na makawala. Ano ba ito katotohanan dito? You have a chance to be able to speak to that issue because you were the one involved in the escape.
Well, I escaped. They say that they helped me escape. So what can I do? But they did not help me escape. As a matter of fact, it was so quiet that the only time they found out we escaped was when we were already in Los Angeles. Because in Los Angeles, we called the Philippine desk at the State Department to give us asylum. The Philippine desk talked to New York because that's where Secretary Vance was with President Carter. It was the opening of the United Nations. And with Secretary Vance and President Carter, you had Undersecretary of State Philip Habib and Assistant Secretary of State Richard Holbrooke. So they asked Richard Holbrooke, can we give Osmeña and Lopez
Asylum.
asylum? Yes, okay. He said yes. But at the same time, in New York, at that time, were Imelda Marcos and Johnny Ponce Enrile, also to attend the opening of the UN. And at the time,
United Nations.
Yeah,
Nagkasabay-sabay lang.
yeah. So
By coincidence.
So Richard Holbrooke went to Secretary Enrile, and they said, we have Lopez and Osmeña in LA, and we're giving them political asylum. And they usually do that because when you're from a friendly country and somebody escapes and asks for asylum, siyempre, not to hurt the country so much, you just tell him already. That is when they found out that we had
Talaga?
escaped. Yes.
Were
33
were
hours.
you held in solitary confinement kayong dalawa ni Henny?
Yes.
Walang dumadala, walang sumisilip. Ano yun?
Sumisilip sila.
Binibigyan ng pagkain?
Sumusilip sila.
O hindi kayo nakita kung wala na ron?
Yeah, because all I did, you saw, I always train my guards. No, I always train my guards not to wake me up. Because I can sleep the whole morning and be up the whole night. So we latch the door. We don't lock the door. It's a screen door. So we latch it on. But we keep it ajar. And I put dummies on the bed. I mean, I just put my pillow and I put the wig of a woman on the bed, and I turned on the radio. So when they peep,
Kala nila nakahiga ka.
kahiga kami. And since the guards change every 3 hours, they don't have an idea that we have not been there already for 24 hours.
Question, hindi ka ba ni-nervous nun?
Yeah, I was very nervous. I mean, my balls were... Yeah.
You're on your throat,
yeah,
ha?
I was very nervous.
So how did you arrange it to go to Hong Kong and then to Japan and then to LA?
Okay,
What did you use for passports?
we didn't use any passport.
And they allowed you to board?
Wait.
Oh.
So we got a plane, a small plane, a 6-seater Cessna. It's a Cessna 320 Skynight.
Ah. To fly to Hong Kong?
No, to fly, yes. But first the plane was bought in Oakland.
Okay.
It was ferried to Hong Kong. And then our friend, the pilot, and his girlfriend took it and flew it to Manila. He's a friend of my brother, this Reuven Jersey. And he flew it to Manila, pretending to be a rich American going to take pictures of the countryside with his girlfriend. So they allowed him to land. And then we sent a message to the girlfriend, come home, your mother's very sick. So she went back to Hong Kong so that he will leave the space on board the plane free
For you
for
guys.
five. There were 5 of us, Henny, Jake Lopez, Henny's 2 sons, Gabby and Rafi, and myself. So we fitted. Then on the day itself, he took off from Manila International Airport and asked to fly at flight level of 4,000 feet. It had to be low because he said, there's cloud cover and I have to take pictures of your countryside. So they allowed him. He flew. Then right behind Mount Pinatubo, he landed. That's Lingayen. And so Manila radar could not pick him up because he was hidden by Mount Pinatubo. Then he took off, then he flew us to Hong Kong.
Ah, so sumakay na kayo sa eroplano sa may Pinatubo na.
Yes, we joined the airplane in Lingayen.
Oo.
Not in Manila, no. In
Oo.
Lingayen. We drove to Lingayen and we waited for the airplane
Mabuti
there.
naman, walang nakahalata doon, hindi kayo nahuli.
Because they didn't know we escaped.
Oo.
They didn't know we had escaped.
I wonder, how was Imelda's reaction when you guys met up there, or if you met up in the United Nations?
I understand that when Johnny Ponce Enrile told her that we escaped, she thought for a while. Then he said, who cares? That's what she said. Who cares?
Maybe that's the remark of a really realist of a person.
Yeah,
Nangyari na, wala na tayong magagawa, tanggapin na lang.
yeah. So we got to Hong Kong and we tucked behind a 707 because that was only a single runway there. That was Kai Tak.
Oo, sa Kaitak.
So we tucked behind the 707. And then because we did not want to Hong Kong Tower and Hong Kong ground to know that there were 6 of us on board, because the pilot was supposed to be alone. So when the 707 stopped, the pilot, the Hong Kong ground had always been telling us to go to the left because that's where the general aviation parks. No, we just followed this big airline, and when he stopped, we stopped. So we were hidden by the airline. But Hong Kong ground knew we were there. So the pilot called Hong Kong ground and said, he clicked the radio several times, said, Hong Kong ground, I have radio problems. I also have steering problems. Could you send a van to pick me up? I said, okay. So they sent a van to pick us up. In the van, we hid on the side away from the window. All right?
Para hindi makita.
Hindi makita. So we went to the ground floor of Kai Tak Airport. And the ground floor is all incoming luggage. So we had to take a stairway to go up to the second floor. That was the incoming.
Pero wala kayo ni passports, no? Meron kayo,
Wait. So we were, you didn't have passports yet, but we didn't go to immigration. We were going to go upstairs to the third floor to take off. And they didn't look for their passport.
Akala nila na tapos na ang check nyo. At that time, maluwag pang security.
Yeah, maluwang. But they didn't allow us to go up to the third floor unless we had a boarding pass. So at the same time, Steve Sinakis, who was in Hong Kong already waiting for us, went to the airport and bought 6 first-class tickets on Japan Airlines for Narita and LA. Then he gave us the boarding passes, and we went up to the third floor, and all we had to do to board the plane was give the boarding pass. Yes. We were caught in LA already, na walang passport.
Exciting, huh?
Yeah.
All right, but so what? You were in exile for 14 years.
Yes.
Ang haba nun. How did you go through that period? And ano na maramdaman mo nung ikaw ay naka-exile na hindi ka makabalik sa Pilipinas?
Yeah, it's okay. You know, we made a living, and we were at the same time active with the movement for a free Philippines. But it was okay.
Okay lang. In other words, you survived it.
Yeah, we just survived.
You were young enough at that time. Alam mo, I just realized very recently that you were only 29 when you were arrested.
28.
Or 28.
Yeah.
Kay kabata mo pa, Noy, inaresto ka na.
Yeah.
And that's a heck of an adventure that you went through. And by the time you finished, you were what, 42?
No. By the time I finished, I was 33 when I escaped. I was 33.
Oh yeah, 28 ka in arresto. You were in jail for almost 5 years, so that's 33.
Yeah.
Then you spent 14 years in
That's
exile.
Right. So when I came back, I was about 48, 49.
How did you feel then?
What?
Nung bumalik ka?
I felt good. You see, I wanted to come back already when Cory won. But my wife, I had a new wife, she said, I don't want you to go back because you're going to join politics again. So, okay, I stayed with her another 5 years in LA until the 1992 elections were coming on, and I saw that there were a lot of Marcos people who were going to run. I said, we have to go back.
Hindi naman ito benganza. What motivated you to come back?
I really wanted to come back. It was just my wife who didn't want me to come back.
Yeah, I understand. But to rejoin politics?
I joined politics when I came back right away.
I know. I'm familiar with what happened. I'm just wondering, what was behind the motivation of going back into politics? Simply because of your family history? Kasi ang lolo niya, naging presidente ng Pilipinas.
Yeah.
And your father, the old man Sering, who I knew, I'm old enough to have known your father.
Yeah.
And I remember him, and we sometimes got together on the airplane, nagkakasabay-sabay kami papuntang Amerika o pabalik ng Pilipinas. Drenched in politics. But you were not yet drenched in politics.
No, I was not yet, no.
And then ang ginawa mo agad, tumakbo ka as a senator.
Yeah.
Okay, we will continue in a while because sinisignalan ako dito na kailangan tayo maghintay ng konti. Ilang paalala. We'll be right back.